Welcome to our channel. Today, we discuss something that sounds like it's straight out of a science fiction movie, but it's terrifyingly real in theory: a virus that could wipe out humanity in just 100 days. I know, that's a huge claim, and it might make you feel uneasy, but stick with me, because understanding the possibilities and the science behind them is incredibly important. Let's take a journey into how such a virus could even exist, how it would spread, and why humanity might or might not survive something like this. First, let's imagine the virus itself. When we talk about highly contagious pathogens, we often think of the flu, measles, or even more recently, COVID-19. But a virus capable of wiping out humanity in 100 days would be in an entirely different league. It wouldn't just be contagious, it would be hyper-contagious, able to move from person to person with terrifying efficiency. Imagine a virus that can survive outside the human body for extended periods, that spreads not only through droplets but also through the air in tiny, almost invisible particles, and even through surfaces. It could potentially infect an entire city before anyone even realizes there's a problem. Now, the lethality of this virus is another critical factor. A virus could be extremely contagious, but if it doesn't kill a significant number of people, it won't wipe out humanity. On the other hand, if a virus is highly lethal but spreads slowly, it might cause devastating outbreaks in certain regions but would not reach global extinction. For a virus to have the catastrophic effect we're imagining, it would need a frightening combination of both traits: high contagion and high lethality. Scientists sometimes refer to this as a pathogen with a perfect storm profile, a nightmare scenario where almost everyone it infects either spreads it further or succumbs quickly, giving it no time to be contained. But how realistic is such a virus? Could nature produce it? Well, viruses evolve constantly. Every flu season, we see mutations in influenza viruses that make them more effective at infecting humans or evading immunity. Theoretically, it's possible that a naturally occurring virus could mutate to become incredibly dangerous. However, viruses don't usually evolve to wipe out their host species entirely. From an evolutionary perspective, it's often more advantageous for a virus to keep its host alive, allowing it to spread further. That's one reason why most pathogens, while dangerous, rarely reach the level of total extinction of humans. Of course, nature isn't the only possibility. Scientists have been able to manipulate viruses in labs for decades, both for research purposes and, unfortunately, sometimes for more malicious purposes. This has led to the idea of engineered viruses, pathogens that could be designed with properties that nature would rarely combine on its own. A lab-engineered virus could theoretically be optimized for speed of spread, resistance to current antiviral drugs, and lethality. This is the stuff of some of the most serious biosecurity concerns around the world. Agencies like the World Health Organization and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention take these risks very seriously and monitor research in this area to prevent accidental or intentional release. But there's more to consider than just infection rates. Human societies have defenses: healthcare systems, quarantine measures, and vaccination campaigns. These aren't perfect, but they are powerful tools for slowing the spread of disease. Still, in a scenario with a virus this extreme, even these systems could be overwhelmed. Hospitals could fill up in days, essential services could fail, and panic could spread faster than the virus itself. Social order could break down, making it even harder to contain the outbreak. The challenge isn't just biological, it's also social and logistical. Another factor to consider is how the virus interacts with the human body. Some viruses kill so quickly that people don't have time to spread them widely, while others are more insidious, allowing the host to move around and infect others before symptoms appear. A hypothetical 100-day virus would need to strike a balance, fast enough to be deadly, but slow enough for carriers to travel and spread it globally. It would also need to bypass or suppress the human immune system efficiently. Normally, our immune system mounts a defense, sometimes even eradicating a virus before it can do serious damage. A virus capable of bypassing these defenses is, in many ways, a perfect predator, and here's where the science gets even more fascinating and frightening. Some researchers have studied viruses like smallpox and certain hemorrhagic fevers, which have extremely high mortality rates. Smallpox, for instance, historically killed about 30% of those infected and could spread efficiently in unvaccinated populations. Hemorrhagic fevers like Ebola can have mortality rates exceeding 50%, but they tend to burn out quickly because they kill hosts before spreading widely. A virus that combines the contagious nature of the flu with the lethality of Ebola would be unprecedented and potentially catastrophic. Of course, there's hope, too. Humanity is not defenseless. Advances in medicine, epidemiology, and global communication give us tools to respond to pandemics faster than ever before. Early detection systems, rapid genomic sequencing, and international coordination can slow the spread of even highly contagious viruses. Vaccines and antiviral treatments, though sometimes slow to develop, can save millions of lives. In short, while the idea of a virus wiping out humanity in 100 days is terrifying, it also highlights how important preparedness and science are in keeping us safe. As we think about this scenario, it's worth reflecting on how humans react to fear and uncertainty. Pandemics aren't just biological events, they're social ones. The way people respond, whether with panic, denial, or cooperation, can make a huge difference in outcomes. History has shown us that the most successful interventions aren't just medical, they're behavioral. Social distancing, mask wearing, hygiene, and trust in science all play crucial roles in limiting spread. Even in the worst-case scenario, human ingenuity and resilience are powerful defenses. So, what can we take away from this discussion? First, understanding the science behind viruses is more than just academic, it's a form of self-preservation. Second, awareness of our vulnerabilities doesn't mean giving in to fear, it means taking smart precautions and supporting systems that keep societies safe. And third, while it's unlikely that any virus will wipe out humanity in 100 days, thinking through such extreme scenarios can help us prepare for real-world threats in a proactive way. Before we wrap up, I want to emphasize one thing: fear alone doesn't help anyone. Knowledge does. Awareness does. Action does. By staying informed, supporting public health initiatives, and respecting the power of science, we reduce the chances of even moderate pandemics turning into global disasters. Every step we take to strengthen our defenses, from vaccination to global cooperation, matters. In conclusion, the idea of a virus that could end humanity in 100 days is terrifying, but it's also a powerful reminder of why science, preparedness, and responsible action are essential. We live in a world connected more than ever before, which brings both incredible opportunities and unprecedented risks. Understanding these risks doesn't mean we live in fear, it means we live with awareness and take steps to protect ourselves and others. If you found this exploration informative, scary, and eye-opening, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more content like this, and comment below with your thoughts. Could humanity survive such a virus? What measures do you think would be most effective? We'd love to hear your perspective. And remember, staying informed is the first step towards staying safe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.